Good morning. Welcome to Wildflower Garden Tarot. In deciding what to do today, I thought, we had a really interesting reading about the masculines the last time. Honestly, I feel like that was one of my best readings. We got a lot of information on what's going on and with everybody. And, a lot of these men, if you're watching and you're a masculine, if you're a man, if whatever your body parts may be, if you're masculine, we saw in our last reading, which you might want to check, but we saw in our last reading that the masculines are really going through hell and but have a false sense of entrapment. So then I thought, I really feel like it's why I quit doing readings every day, because they're repetitive. Because my group of people is small, and so I think we get a lot of repetitive readings. But I'm going to call it to Spirit, to the universe, to attract to these readings today whomever needs to hear this message on my little tiny baby itsy bitsy YouTube channel. And it was interesting because I was going to use the Crow Tarot, which I love, but they said no, Tattoo Tarot today. And what they said to check on was the women in the women from the Karmics. The Karmics and the Divine Feminines for this masculine, or for any masculine. So, but Spirit definitely said to start off with the Karmics. Okay? So, am I going to take that wow. Yeah, okay. So, right off the bat, they threw me 3 cards. And they said to take them. So, we have an upright 7 of Cups. A reverse 5 of Cups and a 5 of Coins. For the Karmics. Now, keep in mind, in our last reading, which doesn't necessarily mean it's for this reading, but like I said, my group is small. And I kind of feel like this is a continuing story. That the Karmic seems bad. And I mean, in a way, she is bad, because these two have stuck together too long. And the result of that is that they are just what was a good connection eventually became irritating. They started to irritate each other. And it's gotten to the point where they now just fucking hate each other, right? And I don't think that it's... And, each one has their story about the other. But if you're looking at it evenly, the masculine isn't a bad person, and he's not the loser that she accuses him of being. But he's just different than her. So let's just see what the reading says today, though. That, she has a lot of choices. She does. She has a lot of choices. That she's ready to move on. I'm just going to check this. 5 of Cups reversed. I mean, I'm feeling like new start, difficult marriage, lacking love, bitter, right? And then you get this 5 of Cups, or 5 of Coins energy, which is the same. So she's got lots of choices, but she's dissatisfied, difficult marriage, ready to move on. and can only see the poverty of her situation. What else? That's too many cards. Those just fell out. They didn't come. So what else? It's fall, and fall in Saskatchewan, it seems like it brings flies like crazy. Plus, I had my window open, so if you see me doing this, that's what that's about. I haven't been taken over by a spirit. Okay. So we get a reverse magician, temperance, a reverse chariot, and a reverse 6 of coins. Oh! I mean, in a way, you can feel bad for this karmic. I mean, a reverse magician. The spirit just said not witchcraft per se, although it could be. But somebody that is cursing her situation. And yet a temperance card came out, but a reverse chariot, implying that things are not going ahead. And a reverse 6 of coins is that she is not feeling very generous right now. So this woman is in a really... I mean, there's 2 cards here that are about balance. Temperance, which is upright, and 6 of coins, which is reverse. Everything. So, spirits, like, I'm hearing this karmic is like, after all I did for you, after everything I poured into this relationship, like, I'm not seeing results. I feel empty and done. Okay, what else? Is she will she leave? The masculine. Is she planning on leaving? See, I don't want to ask a yes or no question. Because I can do a yes or no if I want to do a yes or no. Okay. What's she planning? Spirit. What is she planning? Whoa. A lot of this woman is about money. A lot of this is about money. We just got a reverse 3 of coins for, like, what is she planning? And a reverse King of Swords. The Spirit's just kind of telling me, like, instead of just leaving, she's planning on maybe leaving ugly. A reverse King of Swords can be a real ugly energy. That can be controlling. That can be... See, the 3 of coins is like a creative energy, right? It's like, you know, in the Rider-Waite deck, it's like, you know, an artist creating things and his benefactors kind of watching him. Can we clarify what's going on here with this woman? Like, what's going on with this woman? What's going on with this karmic right now, Spirit? Fucking flies. What's going on now? Well, wow. So, reverse Lovers and upright Tower. So, she's done with this relationship. She's made the choice. Oh, is she making the choice to leave? Yeah. Because in our last reading, she didn't want to be the one, right, to leave. She didn't want to be the one. She didn't want to be like the bad guy. But she's like, I can't fucking stand this. And like, life is going on. There's death on the bottom. And a reverse moon. And reverse judgment. Am I going to take those? Yeah, it said to take the moon. Reverse moon. And Spirit said, when I looked at this, things are revealed that were hidden before. A lot of this is about money. Okay, so I just asked if there's another man. If she's looking at another man. And yes. She's got a Knave of Coins. A Knight of Coins. So she's looking at a man that's not a king. But that she can dominate. So the spirit of the yes or no, remember the yes or no is 3 cards. If the top card comes upright, it's a yes. If it comes reverse, it's no. But this came upright. And so this is the energy of spirit. Is there another man? Yes. Look at he's got a pentacle. Coins, coins, coins. This is a knight. This is a guy that's got money. Who might be younger than her. But she would be an empress in this. She would feel powerful. It would be somebody. She's either with somebody or has somebody in mind. It's somebody that's got pentacles. Somebody that can offer her the financial, the stuff that she wants. She wants stuff. And then this reverse Knave of Wands, which is interesting. It's kind of a conniving energy. It's secret. I just want to double check. Knave of Wands. Just because sometimes these decks have different meanings. Knave of Wands, secret. Rash choices. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. That's what's going on with the karmic. Now, I want to know what's going on with the divine feminine. Because, I mean, I'm basing this reading off of our last reading. And our last reading showed us that that this masculine had made a move on another woman, but there is another woman who is his soulmate. Yeah, they just said to go ahead with this. I was going to use that toe card. I really wanted to use the Crow Tarot today. And they're like, no, not today, sister. Now, I really like this deck. Except for the cards are sticky. So I like to do this gypsy shuffle. Right? So Spirit, just let's have a message about what's going on for the divine feminine for this masculine from the last reading. What's going on for the divine feminine? I mean, keeping in mind that this masculine from the last reading is really burnt out. He is tired. He is feeling so trapped. But the reading revealed that it was a trap. He wasn't as trapped as he thinks he is. And interestingly enough, I had a client here, because I'm an intuitive healer, and she is trapped. She's feeling trapped in a marriage that she wants to leave, right? And I said to her, are you though? Are you trapped? Because like then at some point she's like, he's always telling her to leave. Well, then but she can't. It's like, are you trapped? Well, I don't have any money. And it's like, well, on my own. And I said, well, how many years have you been in this relationship? And he's been abusive. And she's like, 20 some years. And I said, before you decide whether you're trapped or not, go to a lawyer and find out. For $100, for $200, you'll know where you stand. You're not just guessing. Okay? So masculine's listening. Yeah. Masculine's listening. Now that came out on its side. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Because this was a card for masculine, I'm pretty sure. Masculine's... Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's so interesting because I was just going to say, and then I'm going to put this back. Masculines that are listening, that you're feeling trapped. Anybody listening, but masculines listening, or anybody that's feeling trapped in a marriage and I can't leave because of this, or I can't leave because of that. Don't assume the trap. The trap might be just an illusion. I can see I should have cleaned my camera better, but whatever. The trap might be just an illusion. Go see a lawyer, spend that money or whatever, or an accountant or whomever you need to see, right? In secret. So that if you go see a lawyer and see where you're at, see what your options are, that doesn't mean you have to leave. But it tells you that if you do, and when the time is right, you will know what to do. And so then the 7, this came out, and that's for the masculine, because it feels like a sneaky energy, right? And it is, in a way. But it's not, either, right? So I'm going to put that one back. I'm going to put that one back, and we'll see. Just because that wasn't, I want to do this for the divine feminine in this equation. What is going on? Tell us about this divine feminine, Spirit. Well, Ace of Pentacles. So she also has money. She's at the beginning of something fantastic. She has her own, well, let's see. Tell us more about the divine feminine in this story, Spirit. Tell us more about the divine feminine. Spirit just said she's kind. Tell us about... You see, Spirit's just going ahead and telling me she is a woman that the masculine doesn't even think he can bring in. He is so used to kind of a harsh energy here of somebody who's always blaming him for stuff, and who's, he's so used to this. He sees this woman, or he knows of this other woman, or he's met this other woman. We'll see. And Spirit just said mythical creature. To him, she's like a mythical creature. Okay, tell us more, Spirit, about this divine feminine. Chariot upright. Okay. Now, Spirit just said, because the Karmic got a reverse Chariot. So things are moving slowly. Because she's in a relationship, or she has her eyes, or she's kind of fiddling around with a younger man who has coins, who has pentacles. But she isn't ready to leave this masculine yet because she wants to make sure she gets her coins. The Spirit's just like, you can be sure that she's talking to her lawyer, that she's gathering, Spirit just said her wagon's in a circle. And I don't know if you know what that means, but like in pioneering days or whatever, and they'd have the wagon trains going through. At night, they'd gather their wagons in a circle, and then they'd camp inside the wagons because that's protection. Like she's creating a ring of protection around herself. Okay, tell us more about this divine feminine spirit. Tell us more about this divine feminine. I'm sorry my camera is kind of fuzzy. It's too late, really. What I need to do is I need to buy myself maybe for Christmas an actual camera and not just use my phone. Oops, there we go. Why do I say oops when that's what it's supposed to be? Okay, move this way. So we get a reverse Hierophant and a reverse Queen of Wands. Well, that's interesting. Because yesterday was a different deck, but this Karmic, there's a reverse Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which is marriage. I'm going to go to the book for this one. Again, I just got this deck like the other day. And so, okay, and the meanings are quite different in this one. I really like this, and I'm wanting to learn this deck better. It's the Everyday Tarot deck. It's the Biddy Tarot deck. And I really like it. Plus, I've always been a huge fan of purple and gold. Always. Queen of Wands. So a reverse Hierophant in this one is the divine feminine is her own teacher. The wisdom she seeks comes from within herself, not from an outside source. She doesn't need external approval to be successful. Okay, so this is making sense now. Queen of Wands, reverse. Yes. Okay, so for her, now is not the time to be in the limelight. Instead, bring your energy and attention inward. So, building self-confidence and resilience. Reaffirm your strengths and talents. So she is at the beginning of her journey, right? And things are moving very quickly for her. It's her time right now to be looking inward and to be really building herself up. She's not really looking for a relationship per se. She knows this masculine. Knight, Queen. Yeah. Okay. Does she know this masculine? Okay, I changed the question in my head, and the question was, has she has she had like sexual contact kind of with this? Have they been sexual, her and the divine masculine? Oh, and Spirit said no, with the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Swords reverse, the Five of Swords reverse, and the Moon reverse. So that is some pretty powerful stuff. So no, they haven't been sexual. But But she's not domineering. Like, the masculine energy of this is the reverse Five of Swords. And it's like... It's more... It's like a spirit of peace, right? Like, Five of Swords is this kind of ugly card. It's like somebody that's really got it over somebody else. You know, and they're crying and they're taking the swords. And she's like... In this relationship, it's the opposite of that. And a reverse moon. So they okay. So Spirit just says they haven't been sexual, but things are being revealed to them, to her and this masculine. Like, Spirit is bringing them together more and more. Okay. So what's going on then between her? Okay, just tell us a little bit more, Spirit, about this Divine Feminine. She's very kind. Spirit just said she's so kind. Oh, she's strong. Isn't it funny that it's instinctive that when I drop a card it says whoops, even though that's my intention? Right? But she's strong. Spirit just said, soothe the savage beast. She will soothe the masculine with her strength. She understands that he is a divine masculine, but that right now he has been weakened, but that's not who he is. And it's this feeling of childlike innocence. They may be twin flames. They may, I just said in my head, I was going to say they may be childhood friends or like lovers from the past, and Spirit's like, no, it's the energy of this. The innocence of this. The Spirit's just like, between the Divine Masculine and this Divine Feminine and this woman, it's this give and take. It's not just take. What are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me? Whatever you do for me, it's not good enough. Because this masculine is more of a King of Cups than a King of Pentacles. He's more of a King of Wands than a King of Swords. This masculine is more sensitive and creative. And this masculine is more... He's not what this Karmic needed. This Karmic needed a masculine who brings in stuff. Right? She needed a lawyer or not an artist, right? This connection, these are two extremely strong people, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. But their strength is a different strength. It's a spiritual strength. It's a creative strength. This Divine Feminine is in the space now where she's not really focusing on this relationship. Plus, she knows he's married. So she's just she's building up her own stuff. But she's thinking about him. But they haven't been together, like, at least not sexually. And there's the King of Wands on the bottom, right? So I'm not going to take it, but because this is about her. All right. Tell us more about her and the Divine Masculine. What does the future hold for them? Now, like he was, yeah. So right now, she's thinking about, they're both thinking about this. They're both thinking about I'm not even looking it up. That's what Spirit said. They're both thinking, they're both standing on a shore looking out at and dreaming kind of what it would be like with this other person. So if you're watching this, and you have been cheating, if you've been together sexually, this isn't your reading. But I feel a definite sense of yearning here. Okay? Spirit, tell us more about outcome. Again, I don't tell the future, right? There's no such thing as a future. He could choose to stay in this. She can choose to stay in this. They could choose to stay in that. Right? It's too hard to leave this relationship with the karmic. In which case, the divine feminine will be fine. Because she's working on building herself up. If she's strong on her own, she's fine. She doesn't need the masculine. She would like the masculine. I'm picking up. But she doesn't need the masculine. In fact, she kind of has it in her head that he is maybe not attainable to her. But it's nice to think about somebody who loves her. And yet, on the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. I'm sorry about this light. Okay. I'm just going to put those back, because I'm not sure that they came out. But they're very interesting cards. You just said to mix them up again. And why? Spirit just said things keep changing. Things keep evolving. So I'm kind of picking up, like, at 1 minute, these two feel hot and masculine and feminine feel hot and heavy for each other. And the next minute, it's like, no, this is never going to work. Right? So I think there's a lot of this back and forth. What's going on between... okay, also because I had shuffled this deck for what's going on just with the feminine. And now they want me to do what's going on between them. Okay? I like to show my shuffles because even though it takes some time, if you don't like it, you can just like zoom into ahead. Because then you can see it's authentic. Okay, so what's going on in between the divine masculine and the divine feminine? And that's a reverse Seven of Wands come flying out. There's a lot of wishing energy in here. Have you noticed? Like a lot of wand energy. So whereas the karmic, it's a lot of pentacle energy and destruction and secrets, there's a lot of wishing energy. So with the reverse Seven of Wands, because the energy keeps changing in this, that sometimes for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, it doesn't seem like it's possible for them to come together. Looking at the big picture, okay? But sometimes it seems like everything zooms in down to the nut of it. You know, that all you can see is that we need to be together. Right? And there's a Fool on the bottom. It's indicating to me, I didn't take it, but indicating to me that, in this energy, that there's the energy of, fuck it, maybe we'll just be together. Or maybe we'll just have an affair. But then, like, the reality comes, it's like, no, that's not who we are, right? Yeah, so then we get a reverse Knight of Swords. So, like, things are slow. Things aren't coming in very fast. I'm just going to see on that one what the book says. Oh. So, like, on this one, it's like the tendency is to say, fuck it, let's just have an affair. I can't stand this. Like, you try to forget, Divine Masculine tries to forget about Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine tries to forget about Divine Masculine. And that works sometimes for a period of time. But something always seems to bring that energy back. And sometimes it's not even a thing. It's just like your own self. And then we get this. So then, sometimes the big picture is like, this is impossible. But then, and that's when you both kind of go off, like, I'll be fine without the other person. But then in your heart, like, every once in a while, it's like, oh, right, I want this person. Fuck it, maybe we'll just have the affair. And it's like, no. And then you get this. Like, there's a lot of this energy. And in this book, the reversed Knight of Swords is a quick action has turned into impulsiveness and later regret. Look before you leap. Think before you act. Okay? So, Spirit's like, don't do that. Here's Temperance again. Temper that. Just wait. Have faith in Spirit. There's a Tower. Oh, okay. Here's the message. Because the Tower is coming for the King of Cups. A reverse Justice, which is interesting. Come on. You need to look at the situation from all kinds of angles. If you cheated, this says, forgive yourself any misguided decisions you've made. If you ended up cheating, or if you ended up having some sexual contact with each other, but then he's like, no, we can't do this, right? You're married. I'm married. Don't kick yourself with that. There's the Fool again. There's a Sun on the bottom and a Fool again on the bottom. So there's a lot of this energy that you just, sometimes you feel so lonesome for the other person that you just want to go ahead even though the time isn't right and you know it. You might have made some contact here, but you haven't actually cheated. But you might have had like a moment. Okay, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, you yearn. You yearn for each other. There's the Queen of Swords on the bottom. Okay, potential outcome. Potential outcome for these two. I don't want to say this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Oh, but... Okay, potential outcomes. Like, first, there's going to be some heartache. But hold on, because then if you hold on, so you're in heartache right now. Okay? If you can hold on, and there's that Fool again. No, I'm taking them. Okay? Actually, the Fool, I'm going to say, Spirit just like, is the energy of this whole thing, right? This strong desire to gather everything, all your tools, your pentacles, your sword, your wand, your cup, put it in a bag, and say, come on, pup, let's go. And the pup's like, I don't know. It's like, I can't. I gotta see. I gotta see. And that is the energy of cups, of King of Cups too. Now, what's this? The Spirit just redirected my attention to, see that King of Cups, and he's got his hand out and he's looking at the ship from this way. She's looking at these ships from the other shore, just like we said. So there's a divide between them, but they're both yearning for their ship to come in. The Spirit, for their ship to come in. So, I mean, there's this, yeah. Six of Pentacles. I was going to say, there's this thing dividing you, and it showed me this reverse Six of Pentacles. It's the Karmic, right? If it wasn't for the Karmic, you know, everything would be together. But, you know, Spirit is saying, I'm just going to see what that deck is here. Spirit is really saying, well, just wait. Ooh, they just drew my attention to the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Spirit is really saying that you two are meant to be together. But we all make choices in this life. If you don't get together in this life, you're going to be together in the next one. You might have to wait for the next life, but we'll see. Reverse Queen of Wands comes out in this deck of Sexual Magic. So you're dreaming about being with each other. Like you're dreaming or remembering the contact that you had. I'm picking up that you've had, but you haven't, like you've, I don't know, this is kind of a mix-up. You know, that you haven't had sex, but you've had sexual activity. Like you haven't, you know, had full-out intercourse, but you've had, it's been close. And now you're thinking about that too. But more than that, it's the intimacy. There's another Justice upright on the bottom. So Spirit wants you two to be together. Let's just see. I just want to see if Spirit... Do you have any more messages from this deck, Spirit? Yeah. The World. A reverse Three of Swords. The Sun. And the reverse Seven of Swords. No, the upright Seven of Swords. So, yeah, you're not together. You're dreaming about each other. Will there be deception? I mean, it's very tempting to cheat here. But don't do it. Right? Don't do it. Your karmic might know. Like this came out but reversed, right? So reverse Three of Swords is like your heart is broken over here, but over here it's good. But again, we got the World, like yummy, and we got the Sun. So I mean, just hold it together. I mean, this is. I wish this was a better. This is Spirit's will for you. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, that's hard and that's sad, but I mean, that's where we're at. And, you know, while it's hard and it's sad, it's also kind of exciting. You know, like you two, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, you've got some work to do. Feminine is really working on herself. You know, She doesn't fully believe that the masculine's coming in, but she will be okay. It's still nice for her to dream about him. Masculine is really tied up. He's having a harder time than the divine feminine, for sure. He's got this mess to clean up. She's on her own. She's doing her own thing. Everything's like, either way, she'll be fine. Him, this relationship with his karmic is killing him. He doesn't see any way out. But let me tell you, there's a way out. Okay? So, stay tuned. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. All right? I don't know. We'll see you. See you. Love you. Bye.